Good evening. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Wednesday? We are halfway through week 8. And as you guys can see, I'm all by myself. I don't have my co host with me. Mr. Jordan is out doing some important things right now, some work, and he's not able to be here. So we have an exciting night planned for you guys tonight. So bear with me as I move through this one by myself because we got some different things going on for you tonight. If you've been tuning in and paying attention, we know you know that we have some special people who are coming on here tonight, and I can't wait for you guys to meet them. Um, Before we get into all that, I see that we got some villagers present. We got Shania here. Good evening, Pumpkin. I hope you are doing well. So glad to see you. We see that Jay Cox is in the house. How are you doing, Kosi? So glad to see you. You guys know something is special is coming, right? Tonight, y'all know that. That's why y'all are here. Yeah, I'm excited about it too, but I'm excited about the fact that we got an intro too. So hold on.
Look, mommy, community in action. But oh my, love the sound of that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. But oh my, love the sound of that. Creative, affirming, and culture for me too. Look, granny, I love the sound of that. Look, granny, I love the sound of that. Look, granny, I love the sound of that. Learning, exploring my history, you see. Look, mommy, I love the sound of that. We confident, we practice and develop fluency. Look, daddy, I love the sound of that. Families, they bonding and representing me. Look, granny, I love the sound of that. Look, I'm here, love the sound of that. Nice, I see, love the sound of that.
So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers and leaders, they hold it down where they have to sit. So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while you represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers and leaders, they hold it down, yeah, they have to sit.
Look, mommy, community in action. Well, oh my, love the sound of that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. Well, oh my, love the sound of that. Creative, affirming, culture for me too. Look, granny, love the sound of that.
All right, y'all. Did that make you feel good? Because it made me feel real, real good. I can't get enough of that. So, again, if you guys are just showing up right now, I'm letting you guys know my co host is not here tonight. He is doing some very important work. Hey, Vivian, how you doing? I'm doing well, sis. I'm up here holding it down without Rodney, but that's okay. We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful night tonight. We miss him, but we got some great things. Cassandra, how you doing? Great to see you. Bridget, good evening, fam. Hello, good evening, village. She's wishing all the villagers well. I'm so glad that you all are here. We have some wonderful people you're about to meet tonight. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you. I'm glad everybody is tuning in to meet these wonderful young people. So before we get into that, because you know that these wonderful people are coming, just got to do a little rewind here. First of all, a salute to the village and how everything has grown so much over these 8 weeks. And just to recap, you guys know that around the time when they first started announcing the school shutdowns, I was frantic and I started thinking about all of the things that this would mean for our communities and particularly our youth. I'm thinking about all of the inequities that exist. And I sent Rodney I texted him like 3-4 questions all at once. And the consensus was, I don't have all the answers to that right now. But what about doing something in regards to literacy virtually? And I'm like, bet, Rodney, because we're already doing that. We are already interviewing African-American children's book authors. So it's easy to just transition into this. So we wanted to make sure that learning continued and that literacy and culturally affirming literature and safe spaces were still going on during the time of the school shutdown. That was very, very important to us, that we got to continue learning, and we got to make sure again that we have these safe spaces for families, because in addition to the learning challenges, there's also people dealing with anxiety, people missing on both ends, students missing school and their teachers missing school and their students, and just a whole host of things that are happening that we were not prepared for. Boom, it just changed just like that. So we said, let's create this space where we can come together, but we had no idea how you guys we're going to bring things together. We didn't know that. So you all showed up and made this a wonderful place. You all showed up and have like stamped it with the love, made the literacy gang be all that it is. And we're just excited. But the thing that we have been holding on, and we just let you guys know. So in addition to making sure that literacy was staying at the forefront in culture, we brought on interns. We were like, let's have some young people during this time where they can't get around and do things that they would normally do. They can't take on a job if they were looking to get a job. A traditional internship is not going to happen because we can't go into places and spaces that we normally do. But COVID-19 can't stop us. For those of us who can keep it moving, then we do, we will, and we are. And again, that's for those of us who can. So Clever Communities in Action decided that we want to bring on some young people and give them the opportunity to do something very, very productive while they were out of school. And so we embarked upon this journey. Well, let me rewind. While all of this was going on, we had the opportunity to apply for a grant with Truist. And we applied for that grant and we received the grant. And everything was moving really, really fast because the grant was in response to the COVID-19 crisis. So they were moving fast. They dispersed over $25 million around the country in result to COVID-19 relief. And we are so happy that we were one of the recipients because it's allowing us to do a lot of wonderful things with you all. And then now we're like, yes, let's, we're bringing on this internship. We wrote that in there and we are excited. So there are some wonderful things that the youth are going to get behind the scenes as a result of this internship. And there are wonderful things that you guys are going to get to see. They are going to be content creators. They are going to be strategists. They are going to be producers. They are going to be a lot of wonderful things. And we moved very fast with this, but it's going very, very well because the times are changing every day. But we had to make sure. So we went through an interview process. We put the word out and we got a good amount of applicants. And boy, was it hard making the selection because the media talks a lot of times about the negativity that goes on in our community. And yes, there are trials, there are hardships, and we have to be aware of that. And we have to be doing our part to make sure that we try to make those things better. But at the same time, there are young Black children and youth who are doing great things, who don't always get that spotlight, who don't always get to shine, and who don't always have a platform to tell us, the grown people, and to share with each other the things that are near and dear and that are important to them. But is that about to change? Oh, wait, is that about to change? I'm trying to tell y'all, I've been bragging. If you know me personally, then you probably feel like you know these 6 young people already, because have I been bragging on our influencers? Because we don't use the term intern. These are our Virtual Village 2020 influencers. And if you are a part of this village, then they are your influencers as well. They are about to be the funnel, the voice of the young people to let us know what is going on in their minds. Y'all know I'm a music head and I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. But some of these young people are already taking leadership roles. And boy, am I excited to bring them to you. So without further ado, and y'all forgive me if I'm a little slow on the comments tonight, but it's just me. I'm here by myself, enjoying you all. But I'm not by myself because we have our influencers. So with that said, we have divided them up into 2 teams, and they have very interesting team names that they selected. So first of all, we're going to start off with Team Angelou. Keeping that literacy theme. I see what they were doing there. So we're going to bring on Team Angelou. Okay. So first we have this young lady, and then we have this young man, and then we have this young lady. All right, so this is Team Angelou, you guys. These are some of our dynamic young people. So I'm so happy to have you all here tonight. Y'all have been hidden, and now the world can see the first half of the team influencers. How are y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing.
I'm doing great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're going to start off with some introductions. I want everybody to know some things about you all because they need to know, again, what young people are doing, and it's amazing. So we're going to start off with Team Angelou's team lead, and that is Kalia. Kalia, tell us a little bit about you.
As was said, my name is Kalia. I'm 17. I attend Heritage High School in Newport News, Virginia, and I'm a full-time student and activist.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, you are a full-time student. Where are you taking some of these classes? You said you mentioned your high school, but you got something else going on, right?
Yes. So as I mentioned, I'm a senior in high school, but I'm also in the early college dual enrollment program. So for my second semester, I've been taking classes at Thomas Nelson Community College.
And how's that going?
That's been going good. I just finished my biology final exam, and I have one more final exam to go before I'm completed with this semester.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what are your aspirations? What are you looking to do when you graduate, when this year is over?
So after I graduate, I would like to pursue my bachelor's first, but eventually my doctorate in psychology at the illustrious Clark Atlanta University.
All right, now HBCUs in the house. I know Mr. Jordan would be so happy if he were here. Now, let me ask you this. When you talk about activism, tell us a little bit about the work that you do as far as activism.
Yes. So the work that I do in activism is centered around a lot of the issues that affect Black communities. So school to prison pipeline, the juvenile justice system, poverty, economic equality, educational equality. But the bulk of my work is with gun violence prevention. When I was 1 year old, I lost my father to gun violence. And so me and my mother have been huge advocates for gun violence prevention, especially in marginalized Black communities.
And I am so proud of you and your mother for that. I am aware of the work that your mom is doing, and I had not met you until now. So I'm glad that I'm meeting you. And I think it's phenomenal how you all have taken one of the most difficult situations people could experience and turn around and be a benefit toward the community. So I commend you for that. And I just want everybody tuning in to see what our young people are doing, because I guarantee you by the time we run through this roster, again, your inspiration level is going to be up. This is the part we don't hear all the time. So we're going to move on to thank you, Kalia. We'll be talking to you some more now. Okay, we're going to have some more things coming up for you. So now we're going to move on down here to Mr. Quidarius. How are you doing, Q? Tell us how you're doing this evening, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm doing good. My name is Ja'Cory's Dixon.
Ja'Cory, you know what? Go ahead. Look, listen, I told all of my interns, y'all, all of the influencers, I am horrible with names. And if you know me personally, I'm terrible with names. So please don't take it personally, okay? It takes me about a 2.5 week process to get a name right. But love me anyway, okay? Love me despite that flaw, all right? So Ja'Cory, go ahead, sweetie, go ahead.
Yeah, but so I'm a high school senior. I go to Lansdowne, and let's see, I play tennis on the team. I plan on, after this school year ends, going to the Grambling State University. So I plan on majoring in secondary education, become a high school teacher. And those are the plans.
Okay, but tell us a little bit about, as far as you going into secondary education, what is your interest? What type of history are you interested in?
So, well, of course, I'm into Black history. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. We're having a little feedback problem here. So go ahead. Can you say that again for me?
Okay, well, I'm into Black history. So the closest thing I can possibly get to that and teach high school would be teaching U.S. history and teaching about all the things, about slavery and where we are right now.
Wow. And tell me why. Why do you feel that's important?
I feel like it's important just to know your roots. My parents always kind of just installed into me knowing where you came from and your background. So now I'm just putting what they taught me into play.
That is wonderful. So everybody tuning in, I want you all to think about if you would have had a high school teacher such as this. Let's all go our Rolodex and think about when we were taking history and where we felt like we were left out. A lot of times you will have situations where Black children are not interested in history because they don't see themselves in it. That's a big part of this movement at Clever Communities in Action, making sure that children are seeing themselves represented in literature, but this extends over to curriculum as well. So imagine if this young man with this fro with this mentality would have been your history teacher when you were growing up. Perhaps some of the things that you began to find out after you graduated from college, when you were a full-fledged adult, the fire would have been lit in you to understand what was really going on with our history, with our culture, and within the society in which we live. So something like that is invaluable. It is invaluable. So these are the things that are happening with the Virtual Village 2020 influencers. So now we're going to move on down here to this young lady with the fro out. I'm loving that action going on right there, the kinky coily. This is Trinity. Trinity, love, what is going on with you? How are you doing tonight? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi. Well, I'm Trinity. I'm 11th grader. I go to Kempsville High School. I play tennis and I dance also.
Okay, you guys bear with us with these technical difficulties. Y'all know when you're watching CNN, the same thing happens. I was looking at CNN earlier today and the person barely could get through. So that's what everybody's online right now. So I could not hear you well, and I want to make sure that everybody can hear you. So can you say that for us again, Miss Trinity?
I'm Trinity. I'm an 11th grader at Kempsville High School. I play tennis on the team at dance.
Wonderful. So you're a tennis player. How long have you been playing tennis?
Since 8th grade.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And tell us, you are a junior right now, but what are your aspirations? Difficulties.
I would like
I don't know
to become a pediatrician.
Y'all can
Whether
what are your plans when you graduate from high school?
I don't know what school I want to go to yet, but my aspiration is to become a pediatrician.
Your patience, you guys. These are the things that happen with these that you guys are showing with these internet connections. Is all three of us up here, we are taking up a lot of bandwidth. So that's how we get that scroll action going on. And I think the more of us who are on the screen, the more bandwidth that is taken. But you guys are the most patient villagers ever. So again, Miss Trinity, you were saying what? You said that what are your plans?
I don't know which school I want to go to yet, but I'm aspiring to be a pediatrician.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we talk all of these young mentally, and so we think about times, even with her aspiring to be a pediatrician, it come out more. A lot of us knew these things, but people are reading medical apartheid now, and people are learning about the mistreatment that Black people receive a lot of times in the healthcare system, and a lot of times they talk about how if we will not be believed that we are having intense levels of pain, people will not administer the same level of the pain medication and various things where we are just not believed when it comes to health care. So if you look up and you see that face coming towards your child, then and not just the face, but what's inside of her already, and then some of the things that are going to be instilled in her through this experience, then these are the things, these are the reasons why this is important. This is not about a show or pomp and circumstance. This is about raising up young people who really fill in those gaps and make those changes that we desire to see within our communities and within the society. So I got to try to bring Kalia back up here. Hopefully we won't get this action because I want to ask them some questions. And influencers, remember to mute yourself if you're not the one speaking, okay? Thank you. All right. So now I want to ask you guys, before we go on to your other teammates, what made you guys decide to apply for this internship? And what do you expect to get from it? And what do you expect to give, to bring to it? All right. So we're going to start again with Kalia.
Okay. So what made me want to apply for this internship? My mom saw the internship and she thought that I would be a good fit for it. And after reading the requirements for it, I thought I'd be a good fit for it as well. So subsequently, what I want to learn from this internship is basically like how to get more engaged with not only my peers but other generations through like different social media platforms. And I want to gain more experience on how communicating with like different people through different modes, and just the network, getting to know more people.
So we are having these connection issues, and I see that you guys are staying tuned, and we definitely appreciate the patience. Let's see. Let's try that again, because I don't think everybody was able to hear you. I'm having to take some of you guys off because I think on the screen at one time. So could you start back at the part where you were telling us what it is that you plan to bring to this experience?
Okay, so what I plan to bring to this experience is my knowledge on different social media platforms like Instagram and YouTube, and also my ideas and creativity when it comes to reaching people our age.
Okay, so here we go with the little issues, but I believe that you said your creativity and your background with
engaging my peers.
Okay, wonderful. So we want to bring, let's talk about this. So Teen Takeover Night is what's going to happen. So everybody who's been tuning in, we're still going to have the story. So don't fear, don't fret. We're still going to have the stories throughout the week, and we're still going to have village readers tuning in to read, and everybody tuning in for that. So don't y'all worry about that. But we're having one night out of the week, which is going to be Wednesdays, and that's Teen Takeover Night. And that is when the influencers have it to themselves. So where you've seen what Rodney and I have been doing, we won't be doing that. They will be doing that. They will be the ones up here hosting, producing, coming up with the content, bringing on their peers, and we're welcome to join in. Now, you don't have to be a teen to tune in. Just like when we used to watch Teen Summit back in the day, grown people would tune in to Teen Summit as well, but they are going to be the ones running the show, and they're going to be the ones bringing in their peers. And this is also a time, villagers, if you have children, if you have students, if you have nieces, nephews, other children that you know who are older and they're teenagers, because people have been asking about that for other age ranges. So now you can bring them on so that they can be engaged in this content. And I promise you that these young people have wonderful things to talk about. When they started running down to me, well, put a pin in that, because they're going to tell you about some of the things that are on their mind that they want you to talk about, and that they want you to know what they are thinking of. So I'm going to bring, let's see. I'm going to try to catch some of these comments here. Is some love being shown, because of course we have the best villagers ever. Crystal says, hello, village influencers. Welcome. Yes. Yes. We feel that love. They feel that. Portia says, is she and her daughter the ones who wrote the theme song and performed it? She says, take your time. This is an excellent moment. Beautifully spoken, Kalia.
Thank you.
Yes. And Bridget says, Teen Takeover with all the heart. So this is wonderful. They're ready. We're ready for you all to take over, because that's what it is all about. If you are grown and you're not preparing young people to come behind you to, at some point, I'm supposed to become extinct. I'm supposed to just be the wise counselor. I'm not supposed to be the person who is up here all the time. You got to pass that baton. And boy, are these some wonderful ones to pass it on to. So with that said, I want to ask, let me see. Let me grab Q real quick and ask him a question. And then we're going to go on to the next team. Okay. All right. So Q, Curious. See here, present. How are you doing? Again, you good? You comfortable? Okay, you're muted. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm good.
No
I'm good.
problem. That's a, we're not used to having to mute and unmute every time we have to speak. We get it. It's perfectly fine. So tell us a little bit about what made you decide to select this, to apply for this position, this internship. What do you plan to get from it, and what do you plan to give to it?
Well, I seen this internship when I was reading for you guys actually. And so yeah, I seen it and I seen that you guys wanted to help promote literacy throughout this time of distress. And I love that, especially as a person who wants to go into education. So it just seemed like the right thing to do. What I want to pick up from this is more technology skills to help me in my future as a world that's become more advanced in technology. I think this would be a great opportunity to help out the community and then brush up on some skills myself.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're excited about that. The one thing, y'all, as y'all get to know me a little better, you're gonna pick up a lot, we're gonna have a lot of Miss Star moments. And I'm just excited about this canvas. You guys are not a blank canvas because you have a lot of wonderful things going on already. But just to be able to add to it, we're super excited. And you have a village of people waiting to encourage you and offer wonderful things. So this is gonna be great. I told them this is gonna be like an HBCU-esque type of internship. We have high expectations, but at the same time, we pour a lot into you all as well. And the big thing about this is the process, and then what you guys get from it when you move on beyond here. What you take from here that helps make you be an even better and stronger person for your next stages in life. So we are excited about that. We got some more love here. This is fantastic. Our future will be brighter with such great leaders. Okay, Kosi, right? Okay, right. Wonderful. Everybody understands. We got some village love, and then we got somebody's daddy is wishing nothing but success to these young queens and kings. That is Q's father, Eric, wishing success. So glad to see parents and family tuning in. We always love that. So you two, I am going to go ahead and we're going to go to your next teammates. Okay, so we'll bring you guys back up here. Okay, but everybody wait a minute, where's let's see, because we're moving into our time. Let's give everybody a hand. Give everybody on the Angelou team a hand. You guys are doing a wonderful job, and we're gonna move on to the next team. All right. You guys, I don't have my co-host here, so give me a moment, but it's lovely. It's all good. It is all good. I'm loving this time. I'm loving this debut, and I'm loving the energy that you guys are giving to these young people. So next we're going to bring on our other team, and we're starting here and here.
How y'all doing?
And here.
Hello.
Broadband be good to us tonight. Broadband be our friend. All right. So now we're starting out with our team lead, who is Jameer. Jameer, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do. Let us know, young man, what you got going on.
Well, I'm Jameer. I'm a graduating senior from Great Bridge High School. I'll be attending the Howard University in the fall as a legal communications major on the pre-law track. And right now, I'm just here to double down on some culturally affirming literature.
And we love that. We love that. Now, see, you guys are being modest, okay? So villagers tuning in. I love that they're modest and that their resumes are so extensive, and they're sitting up here like, I just do one little thing, and I'm gonna need you to tell everybody the truth. We're gonna talk about these campaigns, the fact that you worked on 3 campaigns, the fact that you win oratory contests, what your interests about our community are, how deep that goes. Right now, it's horn tooting time, okay? I wish I had a little play horn by me or whatever, but it's time to toot and beat. So run it down, young man.
Okay, yes, ma'am. So I'm very interested in politics and civil service. So I've been a part of 3 campaigns so far, with my first being Clinton Jenkins, who's now a delegate. I was a Democratic fellow for him for a few months, and I went door knocking and canvassing and making a bunch of phone calls for him. And shout out to John Christensen, who's his campaign organizer. I really appreciate John. I was also the social media coordinator for Lynn Myers, who's currently running for mayor of Chesapeake, and I'm the social media coordinator for Mr. Les Smith, who's running for city council in Chesapeake as well. I do ACSO, so that is the Afro Academic Cultural Technological and Scientific Olympics. And I won oratory gold medalist for Area 2 last year in March. And this year we will be having a virtual competition on May 30th. So I'll be doing oratory once again. And hopefully this COVID blows over so I can be in Boston this year and meet a whole bunch more people. Aside from the campaigns and ACSO, I'm the current NAACP Youth Council, the Chesapeake NAACP Youth Council president. And we'll be having a meeting about quarantine and youth depression on the 11th, which I hope everyone will be open to join. And that's all for me.
Well, that's a lot. That's all for me. That is a lot. I'm so proud of all of these young people. They have wonderful things going on. And I need the world to see that this is the things that a lot of our young people are involved in, despite whatever else is going on. But we have to be here. We have to be here to support them. It is our job as villagers for them to know that we have their backs and for them to not feel shocked that they find grown people who have their backs, okay? When you see our children in passing or anytime, it is our job for them to know that the community is here for them. And that is what this virtual village is doing right now. Eric says, that's what I'm talking about. Talk about all the things you have accomplished. Yes, yes. And then Crystal says, blown away. Well, Crystal, you know, you're raising one up that's going to be up here like this soon. So, and a lot of our villagers are our younger ones. You know, it's just you guys in a couple of years, y'all will be right up here like this as well. So we are so proud. Let's see what Bridget is saying. That part, that's all for me. Jamir, you have already done the work of a 50 to 60-year-old person. Your village is so proud of you. Yes, yes. All of them have done wonderful, wonderful work. Kalia with her work with activism, and what she left out was that she's gone around the country speaking in what she does. And then we're going to move on now to, let's see, we're going to move on now to Ayana. Ayana, ma'am, how are you doing? Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you have going on, Miss Lady? What do you do? What's going on in your life?
So hello, my name is Ayana. I am a current sophomore at Booker T. Washington High School, and I attend the Governor's School for Arts for the theater program. And I recently won a C-SPAN student camp documentary competition.
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell us a little bit more. Let me see. I'm going to go back to the three of us on here before broadband decides to, you know, cut up. So tell us a little bit about this documentary, this C-SPAN documentary.
Okay, so I got the idea from my dad. And so the C-SPAN documentary was about our school structure, you know, and how they're, you know, kind of wearing down. And so I interviewed Miss Sarah Gregory from the Virginia Pilot, as well as Mr. Rodney Jordan, and a city council member. And I got their perspective on the wear and tear of the buildings and how, you know, in Norfolk, you know, how we're in horrible shape compared to the different cities. And so my documentary explored that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that documentary won something, didn't it?
Yes, it won an honorable mention.
That is awesome. That is excellent. So we gotta and you're a junior?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore?
Yes.
I thought you were. Oh, so we got sophomores, y'all, submitting documentaries to C-SPAN and winning. Okay, we have sophomores. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Anybody having a bad connection? We have sophomores submitting documentaries to C-SPAN and winning prizes. Okay. Adults, how y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that? I know I feel great. Okay. Wow. That is wonderful. And what are your aspirations? So you're only a sophomore right now. We know at that point, some things could change up, but right now, what are you thinking you want to do when you complete high school?
So right now my aspirations would be going to Spelman for my bachelor's and then going on to law school to become a criminal justice lawyer for those that were wrongfully incarcerated.
Do y'all hear that? Do you hear that? So again, it is our job when we have these wonderful young people like that to groom them. Those of us who have been active, the wisdom that we have, activism that we may have done, things that we know, things we wish we could have done differently. It is our job to impart this upon them and also to learn from them, but also to make sure, because the thing is, we talk a lot about being in about the criminal justice system. And what you do want is to have someone like this young lady show up if there's injustice done to you or a loved one. You want someone who empathizes, who understands the things that the challenges that our community faces. And you want someone who has that experience and comes to the table with that in mind. And that's what these villagers are. That's why they're not just your average influencer. They're not just interns, they are influencers. And we are so excited to be able to put something, just a little footprint, the time that we have with them. And boy, we know that Teen Takeover Night, as we go through this list, Teen Takeover Night is going to be lit. So thank you so much, Ayana. And then we're going to move on over here to the youngest of the group, and that is Paul. How are you doing, Paul? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, and what your aspirations are.
I'm doing excellent. My name is Paul. I'm 15 years old, and I go to Grassfield High School in Chesapeake, Virginia. I run track, and I'm also an artist. I do YouTube videos as well, and I like to, in my spare time, draw. If I could, can I show one of my drawings or paintings?
Of course.
Okay.
They're still learning me. They're still learning.
So this is Riley from the Boondocks. He is an African-American character. I enjoy this cartoon or show, so I just painted it, and yeah.
But Paul,
Yes, ma'am.
you drew it, right?
Yeah, I drew it first, and then I painted it over.
Okay, because see how they're not tooting their own horns. He's like, he painted it, which would be dope. But he's not telling y'all he drew it. Like, he didn't find it already drawn and then went and painted it, which would have been pretty awesome. But he created it. Like, that's his own creation, and it looks like the original to me. And I have checked out some of his stuff. I scoured through some of your YouTube and Instagram, and we were talking earlier this evening, you guys, because he has this video that he did. He's a creative. He's our creative, and he was playing De La Soul, Me, Myself, and I. I was like, what you know about that? But we're excited because well, before I get into all that, so tell us, what are your aspirations? What do you desire to do when you graduate from high school?
Currently, I've just been working on my channel so that later in high school, after high school, I would just have sort of a foundation.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We're not able to hear you. We're not able to hear you right now. Let's try, because I want to hear what you are saying. So let's try that again from the top.
So currently I don't have any plans after high school. I plan to go to college, and I plan to get athletic scholarship through track, but I will use YouTube as a foundation to bounce back on. So when after high school,
Okay, I was not able to hear exactly what you said because the broadband won't let us be great. So we're gonna try this one more time. If we don't get it now, then it's fine. You'll have other times to be up here. What is it that you're saying you would like to do when you graduate?
I would like to have my channel at a large community in a sense. And so if I do go to college and I don't have anything after that, I would use YouTube as a way to bounce back from, as I don't know to exactly say, but yeah.
But you're good, but you're great. And the thing about it, again, these young people, this clay, because they don't understand quite fully, like, you know you're dope, but you don't know exactly how dope you are yet. So by the time you get up out of here, you're gonna understand. You're still gonna be humble, but you're gonna know, okay, you're gonna pop this collar and understand all the strength and power and that you have within you and how much of an influencer that you are. So don't feel like you don't know what to say. You're saying all the right things. You are in the 10th grade and you are doing and taking on things that a lot of people who are, like Bridget said, in their 50s and 60s, who may not have been thinking on this path yet. He said that he wanted to have 1 million subscribers within the next 5 years. And it's not easy to get those subscribers on YouTube, but this young man is on that path and he's already looking at monetization things. He's looking at his artwork and various things that he's doing on how he can become an entrepreneur with those talents. And I think that is really, really great. He's using this quarantine time to build upon those things. So that is wonderful. That is really, really great. So I'm going to start with you and then bring the other ones back up there on this team one at a time. Just real quickly, what are some of the things that you desire to get from this experience, and what are some things that you plan to bring to it? And be comfortable, be confident in your responses. We're all here to support you, okay?
Okay. So after this program, I desire to have sort of a confidence after talking to millions of people. So after this program, I will be comfortable talking to my viewers on YouTube, and then I would build my talents in this program and also contribute it to my YouTube channel as well.
Excellent, excellent. So we have some, oh man, Bridget says, you are so talented, Paul. And Tiffany says, nice job, Paul, so creative.
Thank you.
And Crystal says, Paul, you are truly talented. There's no limit to what you can achieve. And Tasha, hey, Tasha says, yay. So people are super, yes, you felt that, right? You felt that. I love the energy that our villagers are giving. And hey, you guys, if you like what's going on tonight, click that share button so other people can feel this, so they can know and see what these young Black youth are doing, what they are working on, and what we're working on here, and what they are about to bring to you. So thank you so much, Paul. And you did a wonderful job. And yes, it is our goal that by the time you leave here, that you understand that you are doing a wonderful job and that you are not questioning yourself, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
You are doing great, and all of them are doing great. Yes. So I'm gonna come back here and let me see. Let me see. I want to ask Ayana a question. Did I ask you already? What is it that you plan to get from this experience, and what do you plan to bring to it?
No, you haven't asked that yet.
Okay. See, y'all, my mind is moving around 1,000 miles a minute. So the young people are helping me. All right.
So I desire to get more, technological experience, because holding lives aren't as easy as I thought they were. And you're doing a great job managing it on your own tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I also plan on getting more experience to bring to future jobs, as well as a development in my communication. And I plan on bringing my creativity and knowledge of several social media platforms, as well as my knowledge on how to engage my peers and students my age to get involved.
Excellent. I didn't catch the last part because, again, broadband. But you know what? We're still winning. We are still winning. And I caught what you see. I love that they're so well versed at this young age. She's already like, so what I plan to do is this. These are the things that I'm going to bring, and these are the things that I want to get. And I love it. That confidence, that coming in knowing, oh man, I can see her in the courtroom. Oh, wow. Yes. These are the things we need in the future. I am loving it. Thank you, Ayana. And then let me come and grab Mr. Jamir back. Okay, so let's talk about that. Jamir, what are some of the things that you plan to bring to this experience, and what are some of the things you expect to get from it?
Something I do plan to bring is just the connections.
There we go with the little freeze up. That's all right. They want to play freeze tag.
Can you hear me?
Cox is trying to play with us. Hold on, Jameer, so we can make sure that we hear you. Okay. All right. I guess freeze tag is over. Okay. I hear you.
Something that I wanted to bring to the organization was definitely not only my ability of other like social media campaigns, because I have been a coordinator over the past few months, but also the connections that I've made as well, and just be able to bring more people to the village and spread the word, because what's going on over here is truly a blessing during these troubling times. So I just wanted to bring my ability to promote and advocate and what I wanted to learn from this was how to be better in my own endeavors, especially because being
hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I can't. Let me see here. Let's try that again.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I can hear you now, but I can't really. You're frozen.
I'm frozen.
You're frozen like Elsa. We need you to come back. We want to get this energy where Jameer comes back. We want to hear what he has to say.
Okay.
Look at that. All right. Well, we'll get the opportunity to hear that because, wait, let's try it now. I think I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Jameer, if you can hear me, do me a favor and leave all the way out. If you can hear me, leave the studio and come back, okay? That may help. Just leave the studio altogether and come back. And I'm going to bring some more, and hopefully we'll be able to get that question back from you because I want you to answer that. I'm going to bring this young lady back up here, and I'm going to bring this young lady back up here. Trinity.
Hi.
I think Trinity is frozen as well. Can you hear me, Trinity? So I just realized I didn't ask you what are some of the things that you want to get from this experience, and what are some of the things? Okay, what are some of the things that you would like to get from this experience, and what are some things that you feel you can bring to it?
I plan to take away the technology part of this.
Oh, so thank you, Marie. She is saying, Murph is saying that y'all can hear us. It's just me who can't hear it. So I'm the spoiler of the. Okay, well, okay. I need to. It's me. Wow. Okay. Well, we're moving forward with it. Thank you for letting me know that. So Trinity.
Can you hear me?
What are some of the things
I plan to take away the communication part of it, because with the world evolving, there's going to be more of us doing Zoom calls and us doing live streams and stuff like that, because the world is changing and everything.
The internet won't let us be great. The internet won't let us be great right now. Y'all give me some feedback and let me know if you can hear Trinity. Because I can't hear her at all. I hope I'm not talking over her. On my end, it's looking like she's frozen up. Glow says this is a great counter to what is currently going on. This is where our energy needs to go. Yes. We look, they have y'all's back, and this is wonderful. Kalia, let's see if we can hear. You hear me? Kalia?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So tell us some of the things that you all plan to share with us. Don't give everybody everything. But what are some of the topics that you all have on your mind that you feel that teenagers and grown people need to know?
So some of the topics that we had come up with is first addressing the quarantine as it relates to students, especially as me and some other teens being a senior in this time, how it feels to have graduation not happening, how it feels to not have prom, and all those other things that we look forward to our senior year that have been taken away due to the coronavirus. Talking about mental health in times like this, so like depression and how being isolated and having things taken away affects our mental state at this time, and just some other things that we feel like teens.
So you guys are able to hear them, and I can't hear them, but I have an idea of what I think she said. So, and everybody's telling, and it's probably me because I'm the one who is hosting all of it. It's me that is having to carry all of it, where everybody else is just jumping in. So, and I promise you guys, I have been on the phone with Cox for some hours trying to make sure that this didn't happen. But that's okay. We're going to persevere. And what I appreciate is the fact that the villagers are still sticking through with this, and that is important. And I hope that our influencers here tonight see this, how people are showing up for you. And despite the fact I have people texting me saying, oh man, we're having issues, people are listening to you. People care. People have your back. There are people showing up for you. And I appreciate that. Everybody in the comment section who is giving these young people feedback, who is letting me know that y'all can't hear me, and all of these wonderful things. It's a real village here for you guys. And this makes grown people feel good. It makes it, we're looking at the direction of how things are moving in our country right now, and people are unsettled for a lot of reasons. And they always try to show the negativity, especially within our community. But seeing young people like yourselves, I hope you know that it does us a lot of good as well. Like, we are super, super, super proud of you. Let's see. What is everybody's coming in loud and clear except for me. It's just me. I'm the one that nobody can hear. So let me ask you, Q, what are some of the things that you plan on talking about that you want to make sure that young people and grown people hear about? What's Teen Takeover going to do in your eyes?
I think Teen Takeover is going to be a good chance for all of us influencers. I think it's going to be like a good opportunity for us to express our ideas, about like current situations in the news, Black news, health, and all that other jazz. I think it'll be a good opportunity for us to spread and talk about that.
So you guys, I am let me see here. I am having to act like I can hear them when I can't hear them, but I think I may have found the remedy. Again, if you are enjoying what is going on right here, right now, make sure that you guys give us a share so that other people can hear about these wonderful young people and this journey that they are about to embark upon, and how they are doing things to make our community a better place. Please click that share button, because these virtual village influencers are what we need right now. They're exactly what we need. So we want to make sure that we share. Okay. Let me see. I was not able to hear Q, and because of the sound issues, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, and we're getting near the time frame anyway. But these are our virtual village 2020 influencers. These are the young people that, as a result of what we have come together and built as a village, these are the youth who are going to come and tell us, report to us the things that they are dealing with, the things that we need to know, what their peers need to know, what they want them to know. They are the ones that we will continue to affirm. They are the ones who are going to take the torch. They are young people who will bring on other young people to listen, to help and guide, and to be a voice. I remember there were things that we had growing up, like Teen Summit and different things where out there young people could congregate and talk, and older people could listen. So that's what we're working on right now. And everything has a slant toward the unique challenges that our community is facing, and how we can build these young people up on their strengths that they already have, and help to just the things that their parents and their community has already done, just to add on to that. And now virtually, we have the opportunity to build them up all together. So on Wednesday, starting next Wednesday, it is Teen Takeover Night. This is when the young people come on. You won't see Rodney and I anymore. You will see these beautiful faces. You will see the future coming on to do the programming. And we are super, super, super excited about that. Paul, real quickly, I need you to drop, what is your YouTube channel? What is it so people can subscribe?
Gen Uno stands for Genesis 1 of the Bible.
So it's JENUO?
Oh no, GEN space UNO.
Oh, you said like Genesis.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, we're gonna put that, the comments, multitask star. You better do all these 3 things at one time. All right. To Paul's YouTube channel. We expect for you to do that. We appreciate you doing that. And I just love the support that we are getting here from the village. This is great. Let's grab some more of these comment sections and then we're going to start shutting things down. I love hearing how these young kings and queens are thinking about their future at such a young age. Yes, we love that. We love that. Let's see. Marie said, be a friend. Broadband says no. Broadband said, I'm not going to let you show these comments, but that's all right. The comments are there. Okay. Yeah, she says, salute to all of them for their courage, ambition, and focused mindset. Yes. And then Kimberly Ambrose, happy teacher appreciation week, Kim, and Crystal and all the teachers tuning in. She says, so awesome, with some love. And Christian said that he will be tuning in days. Yay, wonderful. And feel free to tune in throughout the week. We're here Monday through Friday, but this is the special team night. And then we have some more comments. Crystal says she'll be here. Cynthia says she'll be here next week. Crystal says she's excited about Team Takeover Wednesdays. And Bridget said, we got you, Paul. We got you, Paul. Y'all understand that? We got y'all. This is so great. So any closing words, any parting words that any of y'all wanted to say before we get out of here? Did anybody, let me see, let me bring Trinity, did you have anything you want to share before you go?
No, I'm just very excited that what we're about to put out for you guys.
Okay.
And
What about
the influence that we are about to bring?
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't hear them. I hate that this is happening, but hopefully we'll have this done by the next time, whatever is going on or figuring this out. And it usually won't be 6 of us on at one time. I think that's one of the things that's weighing heavy on my broadband. But I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. These are our virtual Village 2020. Let me take myself off for a minute and bring
the group.
We talking?
What are we talking about?
Well, I can't wait to see you guys Wednesday for our virtual village team takeover. Hope to see you guys there. We got some great stuff planned for you guys. Jameer, Paul, somebody want to keep going?
You better be an influencer. Q, you better be an influencer.
Everybody was stay motivated
Guys, Wednesday.
and get through each day and strive through any challenge that comes
We're
towards
very
you.
excited.
That
And
is wonderful.
I would also like to say, just reading all the comments, that you guys are just so supportive, and I'm really excited.
Yep.
It'll be amazing.
Yeah.
The village is excellent. So this is it, you guys. These are some of our young people, and they are doing a wonderful job. These are VA youth all around Hampton Roads, and I know we have wonderful young people like this spread around the country, but it's wonderful. Share the word, please share. Tell people, tell somebody who knows somebody, so that we can make sure that people know about these young people and we support them in their programming. And sometimes we're not always in tune to what young people are doing, but tune in Wednesday to find out what's going on, and they're going to have some informative and entertaining content, and they haven't even told you all their talents yet. But with that said, we appreciate you all for tuning in. You guys are invaluable with what you bring, with the love and the dedication to this, and this is our village, this is our movement, and we thank you all so much, and we can't wait to see these young people take over next week. So with that said, everybody have a wonderful night, and don't forget, we got a theme song.
Look, mommy, community in action. But oh my, let us sound of that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. But oh my, let us sound of that. Creative, affirming, and culture for me too. Look, granny, and let us sound of that. Look, granny, and let us sound of that. Look, granny, and let us sound of that. Learning and exploring my history, you see. Look, mommy, and let us sound of that. We confident, we practice, and develop fluency. Look, daddy, and let us sound of that. Families, they bonding, they representing me. Look, granny, and let us sound of that. Look, I'm here, let us sound of that. Nice, I see, let us sound of that.
So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down where they have to sit. So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while you represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down, yeah, they have to sit.
Look, mommy, community in action. Well, oh my, let us sound of that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. Well, oh my, let us sound of that. Creative, affirming, culture for me too. Look, granny, let us sound of that.